not religious, but you know what your numbers are at the end of the night. This is a great, wonderful job. I love being here. I love you. I love the Ropers. I love the Ropers. Someone's like, is that a nod to Three's Company? Well, it is, sure. Yes. We had the Ropers on Three's Company. We love Suzanne Summers, but that is what you guys are called. You have the Frasiacs. Melissa has the Melissanas.
Well, listeners are cute. That's
Yeah, I mean, look, there's a number that is in my head that I know, and when the income here goes below that number, and we are nowhere close, not even, I mean, you could all hate me and cancel me. We'll still not make that number this year. But at some point, if the number was, I wouldn't do this. Eventually, I'm not going to turn on a microphone here and talk to my asshole. I'm not doing it. So I don't know. Rinna doesn't seem to want to get out of bed and if it's not a dollar, like, what is this? Like, is she happy doing the podcast? Is this going to continue? I just think Rinna's going through a thing here, right? I guess selfishly, I can't have the Rinna I want. I loved when she wasn't talking Housewives and she was just doing the fashion and like, honey, I'm over it all. But here we are, and this is real life, and maybe the podcast is making money, but do you think it is? I don't know. You're in the business. I'm not shading her. She seems to be going through something.
no, it's like we talk about with Lou Ann, with the dirty Lou. I mean, Lou's got this whole other life.
She really does. She's really working a lot this year.
I never worry about Renna though, because Renna is one that just keeps reinventing and
Hmm.
reinventing and reinventing. So maybe Renna's on to something we don't know. I mean, you and I do know that podcasting is the medium for the next 5 years. I mean, that was proven with this last presidential election, whether you like the outcome or not. I mean, people do not trust mainstream media. It's over. If Justin Baldoni wins against the New York Times, it is game over.
Is
And
he supposed to win? What's that 411?
well, it's hard because, the media has kind of that First Amendment
Hmm.
protection and
Which we'll get into when we talk about the swine stuff. Go on.
Swalini. So I don't know. I'm not as maybe it's good. She seems to be making headlines every week and she knows there's no bad press. So maybe she knows something we don't. I guess
But
let's see.
headlines don't really translate into clicks.
That's true. And I do feel as though the podcast is 2 years too late. You know what I mean? I think it could have been fine if she'd given it a year, but she was like modeling in Paris. She did do other things. She did Mommy Dearest. Like she had a thing going, but nobody's filming in Hollywood anymore. There aren't any jobs in Hollywood.
I literally, Kevin Kreider from Bling Empire lives in my building. I ran into him the other day, and he was saying like that all he has a lot of things going on. And we started talking just like in the bigger picture of things. And yeah, everybody, and like even Rob Lowe just did a podcast with Adam Scott from Parks and Rec. They're filming like TV shows and movies in Ireland. And Kevin was telling me like or maybe Rob Lowe was saying this. Now I'm confusing the two. Like, I think, yeah, it was Rob Lowe that it costs to fly 100 people on filming crew and put them up in Ireland is cheaper than filming here in Los Angeles. It's over here. Now, I think there's going to be a big uh, outflux of people. I mean, most of the Hollywood famous people that live here do not like it. They refer to LA as a wasteland and they only live here because it's where the work is. I think there's going to be a big outflux, which I guess will be good for you, Sarah, because you're in the purchasing the home category. Maybe the prices will come down for you.
I think they will. I mean,
Okay, well, there you go.
I think it's all cyclical, right? I think we're going to go through, first of all, hope to God we get rid of Gavin Newsom. So hopefully he
Oh, that
out.
pig,
I
that
know.
fucking pig.
And the phoniest thing you've ever seen. And everybody who hates Trump needs to keep the same energy for Trump's twin, the most narcissistic men you've ever laid your eyes on. So anyhow, hopefully
Newsom.
Gavin is gone. And they will bring
Mm.
in somebody that realizes Hollywood is the epicenter of that and tech of this state, and we'll bring it back. And I saw that clip, and then people were like, "Oh yeah, okay, 40% tax breaks for production companies that underpay staff." Okay, dummies, you do realize, right? When they shoot in America, when they're shooting anything that is for network or production, it's a union shop. People are paid well through the union. Our union, which I've been a member of SAG-AFTRA for years, is now in danger because people aren't working,
Congratulations.
dum-dums. I mean, it's like, oh, Rob Lowe isn't going to get tax breaks. Okay, you morons. Everybody is part of a union, from the men and women that do the lighting to the sets. And if our union doesn't exist, how do you think they're going to get paid with fantastic benefits, our incredible retirement? Anyway,
By
don't
the
get
way, you know what is becoming mini Hollywood? Although you'll have that fucking Catania Dolores. She needs a paycheck. You'll have her outside in the assembly line waiting for a walk-on part. New Jersey. Netflix, just poured a gazillion dollars and they're building all these studios in New Jersey. Studios and New Jersey's giving them tax breaks. Really, it's gonna be
Yeah,
like,
Atlanta is as well. Yeah, the
yeah.
other states are like, come here, make it that. So, but here, I do think once Gavin's gone, they're going to bring in, there will be, I think in 4 or 5 years, you're going to see Hollywood return. I think you're going to start to see production companies, they realize how important it is, but it's not good here. No, it's not good.
By the way, do we have time for
So
another thing?
we have time for one more topic.
Where do you want to go? Something quick. We'll save McSwiney, the McSwinester, for next time. Her lawsuit.
Is there anything else around RHOBH that you,
So I don't know if Erica's really gone. Look, it's been an okay season. I wish it the best of luck. There's rumors that Andy supports Lindsay Hubbard for RHONY. I'm kind of all for that. We talked about that here before. I think Lindsay really might. It makes so much sense to me. She just broke down crying. She did an interview. She said she doesn't even think of the guy that used to live in her apartment with her. That she just looks around and there's so many memories of her and her
oh yeah,
daughter.
yeah. She's
She's
like,
like that guy that used to live here. Carl is such a tool. Sorry, was are
no,
we
he
still
is Craig
are
Conover.
we still on air? Did I just say that out loud? Sorry.
Craig Conover is just such a simp. Every time I see him, I mean, that stupid Bravo video, I think when they were all in the clubhouse with Shep, and he comes out in this teeny little suit and his little hands. It's just like, oh, I don't know. Have you ever dated somebody and
With
then a
small
couple of years
hand.
later you look back and you're like, ugh, why did I date this person?
Yeah,
Ugh.
I think that's what Paige is going through every single day.
I do too. I do too. Like there's just
Lots of people are Team McCraig. Let's just be honest about that. They think that Paige is a bitch. That's what they say. But if I have to pick a team, if I have to be totally honest, yeah, Team Paige. Sorry.
I feel bad for I no I don't because I'm like girl I've been there. I've been there where you look back at a guy a few years later and you're like, oof.
Yeah, I get it. And Craig has a new girlfriend, the rumors. And listen, he wants them to bow down to him, it seems, right?
I guess so. I mean, I think he's looking
Let
for
me
someone.
see.
Seems like there was a lot of issues with he and Paige, but I think he's probably looking for someone that wants to live down in Charleston, and he's the
He
star.
didn't want to hear about her traveling and man,